Hello, Marie.
It's been so long. How are you?
I know we never talk. Oh,
Oh, here. Can you see my glass? Gratitude.
yes.
And you had great words around it. Gratitude is a graceful, whatever it was, healing, whatever. That was really good too.
So, welcome to the full moon in Scorpio. Thank you, Marie, Kathleen, and Vicky, for being here with me live. And for those of you that are watching later, then um, this full moon in Scorpio, we have two full moons this month, and one on the first and one on the last day of the month. And then we, of course, have our new moon in Taurus on the 17th. So all three of these different energies are layered one on top of the other. So I presented them all together because I think it's really important to to carry it out, to do all three of them together. And the energies have been building over the past few months. And I think all of us that are really aware of what's going on in our bodies are feeling this shift, this new world energy that's coming on right now, which is beautiful. So let me just turn this music down a bit. And everybody can hear me okay? Yes? Okay. Okay, so let's get started. I know Vicky and Kathleen were driving to their room, and so they're probably needing to shake off a little energy and just settle into this moment. So let's take a moment just to arrive in this space, not just in your mind, but also in your body. So, wherever you are right now is exactly where you begin because we have to meet ourselves where we are at the moment. So, we're going to do just a little bit of breath work with some humming. And what we're going to do is take a deep breath in, then take a little sip, hold it at the top, and then when we release that breath, we're going to do it with a hum. And until you run out of air, then you're going to hum until it's time for the next breath. And I'll guide you all the way through it. But I did this morning, and it was just this beautiful energy, just from head to toe in my body. So I think you guys are really going to enjoy this. So let's just sit square in our chairs, get comfortable, feel the support beneath you in your chair. And if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, you can do so. And let's take that deep breath in. Then take a little more sip of air. Hold it. And when you release the air, release it with a hum. Hum. And if you want to touch your neck just gently, you can feel that vibration in your neck. Now, the second breath, we're going to do 3 of these. The second one, breathe in. Take another sip. Hold. Let it out. Just take a natural breath before we go into the last one. Now let's take a breath in. A little sip more. Hold. And let it out with a hum. Hum. Now let's just take a couple of cleansing breaths. Just create a rhythm within your breathing. And just settle into this energy. If you just really sit with this, you can feel that energy running through your body. Isn't that beautiful? So now we're going to, if you brought essential oil with you, or if you have it close by and you can go grab it, feel free to do so. I'm using frankincense today, and I always put a drop on my crown and behind the ears and on the back of the neck. And frankincense is often associated with truth, with clarity, with connection. And you can place it wherever it feels right to you. And when you do that, of course, you're going to enjoy the smell of whatever essential oil you decided to bring with you. And if you didn't, you can just imagine that you're smelling frankincense, or then here's some white sage. If you don't have white sage there, just know that what I'm doing right here is for the collective. I have a clear crystal here with me. I also have a necklace and earrings that my son Jesse bought for me a couple of Christmases ago, and that's really special to me. So it can be an item that you want to include in your blessing when we do the water blessing today. And I've already shuffled our cards, our Sacred Medicine Oracle. So I'm going to choose a card for us for the collective today. Ooh, wow, I'm really feeling that energy. And our card is, ooh, Fire Spark Transform. Isn't that perfect for today? Oh my gosh. That is absolutely the perfect card. And I'll share that in the Holistic Life, or in the WhatsApp. But that is card 25. And this is what it says about the Fire Spark Transform card. It says fire is transformative. It burns matter into ashes. It's a force of nature that should always be respected and acknowledged for its power. We all have the potential to carry fire within our bellies and hearts. At times, it rises as anger or rage, and we can choose to use this in a conscious way. Rage can be sacred. The land defenders, the ones who protect children and animals, those who protest the harm done to humanity and our earth, and shows us how this emotion can fuel desperately needed change. There's a call for you to use the fire in your belly in sacred and productive ways. Listen to how your spark wants to be directed to make change happen. What causes speak to you? What aspects of this planet need more consciousness and love? You are entering a warrior phase, and your ancestors are proud of you. Stand firm in what you believe in. You will be rewarded with deep love as a result of your fire walk. Keep it lit, tend to the flames with breath and intention, and sacred rage transforms the landscape of humanity. So the sacred ceremony, it's very short and sweet. If you want to close your eyes, you may. Place your hands upon your belly and take a full breath in, stoking the fire of your soul. You feel your warrior spirit ignite more powerfully within each breath. The ancestors initiate a great wind that swirls around you, and your spark is fed and nourished by this energy. As your flame grows, luminous warmth feeds you from within, and you remember your role in bringing awareness to your fellow humans on the planet. And then your affirmation to carry with you today is my sacred rage is needed. I am vital to the healing of this earth. So, love that. That was really quite perfect for today. So, and if everybody's still able to hear me, good. Well, okay. So we have burned our sage, we have our essential oils, we did our card. And now, if those of you, do you have your water? Did you bring? I know Marie brought her water. And if you don't have water, then I will put I'll put the blessing in the chat, and you can write it down or just take a picture of it. And when you get your water later, you can bless it. Let me put it in there really quick, and then we'll do it together. Okay, so you bring your water up to your chest. You can put it right there at your heart space if you like. And just take a moment to become aware of it. This water will be with you throughout the session today, or if you bless it later. And just like your body, it receives, it holds, and it responds. So whatever you are bringing into the space today, and whatever you're ready to see, to meet, or to understand, let that intention gently move into the water. Now you can repeat after me, or if you're doing this later, then just make note of it, because you won't be able to see the chat for those of you that are watching the replay. I invite this water to hold the intention I'm bringing into the space, to support my body, to steady me, and to gently guide me back to myself. As I meet what is here with an awareness and with curiosity. And as you sip it throughout this session, just let it support and ground you and remind you that you are safe to feel what's here. So this full moon in Scorpio is a deep one. I'm going to stop the music. Scorpio brings us into, let me stop the sound too. Scorpio brings us into the places we don't always look at. The emotions beneath the surface, the patterns that keep showing up, the truths that are ready to be seen. And directly across from this moon is the sun in Taurus, grounding, stabilizing what we're building and what we're choosing to stay with. So there's a natural tension here between depth and stability. And we're not here to choose one over the other. We're here to learn how to hold both. So there are some other energies also supporting this, the moon in Scorpio. There's other planetary energies that are in place right now. Uranus is, there's a stellium in Aries right now. When there's more than 2 or 3 planets, it's called a stellium. And so those energies are kind of stacked one on top of the other. So Uranus is bringing unexpected shifts. You might have unexpected news, or things could shift rather dramatically and very quickly. Pluto is calling for deeper transformation. And Chiron is revealing where healing is ready. So in Scorpio itself is guided by Mars. It's its ruling planet. So we also look at what Mars is doing. And because Mars shows us how this energy wants to move. And right now, Mars is strong, which means what we're feeling may not just stay internal, it may ask us for something. So if you've been feeling waves, patterns that just keep reemerging, things surfacing, then this isn't here to pull you away. It's here as information, because what we're learning is how to feel what's present without turning away from it, to walk with it instead of running from it, and to meet whatever arises with awareness, with compassion, and with curiosity. And when it does surface, when these patterns keep asking us to look at them, so instead of us asking, why is this happening again? We can begin to recognize it as, oh, it's you again. So what do you have for me this time? And meet it with curiosity, because, those shadows are always our teachers. And in that moment, when you meet it with curiosity, then something shifts, because we're no longer resisting it. We are relating to it. And this is how it becomes something that we can walk beside. Because often what surfaces is the very thing that appears right before a breakthrough. We ebb and flow, we contract and expand. And each time we meet ourselves here, we become more aligned with our soul's purpose, with what we're here to do. So what I'd like to do from this space, and I'm trying to keep our time here, is to transition into the meditation. And I am going to start the music again, and hopefully you can hear me okay. Just let me know. Just give me a thumbs down if for some reason you can't hear me well. But let's sit square in our chair again. And if you feel comfortable closing your eyes or turn your eyes to a soft gaze. And this is a visualization taking you into your space for you to see what you need to see. So we're allowing our body to show us, because that's where everything lives. It's going to show us what's ready to be seen and what is asking for your attention. And there's nothing to get rid of, nothing to fix, something to understand, or something to soften with. And we'll learn how to carry this in a new way. And you're not here again to follow my vision. You're here to experience your own. And now, gently come back to stillness. Allow everything we've just spoken about to begin to settle in your body. And take a slow breath in and a soft release. And now imagine you're standing beneath the light of this full moon. It's bright, steady, and illuminating everything around you. And this is not a harsh light. It's a revealing light. The kind of light that allows you to see clearly. And as you stand here, begin to feel your body. Notice where something might feel heavy or out of balance. Not to fix it, just to see it as it is. And now, imagine that just in front of you, there's a still body of water, a calm lake, and the full moon is reflected perfectly on its surface. So clearly that it feels like you're standing between two moons, one above you and one within the water. And now, as you look into the water, you begin to see your reflection, not just how you look, but what you've been carrying, patterns, emotions, responsibilities, energies. And some of it you recognize as yours. And some of it you begin to realize was never yours to carry. Just take a deep breath here. And allow that awareness to land without judgment, just clarity. And now imagine that the light of the moon begins to gently expand. And as it does, everything that's not yours begins to loosen, not pulled away, not forced, just gently stepping aside, falling away, as if it knows it's no longer needed. Just watch this as it separates and begins to dissolve in the water, softly, naturally, without effort. As this happens, feel your body becoming lighter, more open, more connected to yourself. And now bring your awareness back to the moon and feel this. As this full moon begins to wane over the coming days, what you released here will continue to dissolve. You don't have to return to it. You don't have to hold it again. It will continue to fall away and create space. Space in your body, space in your energy, space in your life. And as that space opens, something else begins to become more present. Not something new, but something that already existed. Something that already has been forming. Something that is already on its way to you. And now, instead of reaching for it, just feel what it would be like to have space for that, to receive it, allow it. Let's take a breath into that feeling, into that energy. Breathing in the space and exhaling what's no longer yours. And as you stand here for just a moment between what's been released and what's already on its way, and know that that's held, supported, and in alignment. And when you're ready, you can gently bring your awareness back to your breath and to your body. You can take a nice deep stretch, wiggle your fingers and toes. Just feel this beautiful energy that we've created together, just pulsing through your body, gently ebbing and flowing. Now, if you're ready, you can take your journal out. We're going to spend about 5 to 7 minutes just journaling what might have come up for you during the visualization. I've got a few little prompts for you, and I'll share those in the chat. The first is, what truth have I been sensing but avoiding naming? Where am I being asked to make a decision instead of staying in an emotional limbo? And what within me feels ready to shift or lighten? And what is one small, honest step that I can take from here? So those are in the chat, so you can review those as you write.
Unmute is what we need. Excuse me, Vicky.
Yeah.
I just got booted out of the Zoom and then it rehooked up, but I'm expecting a doctor call at
Okay.
the bottom of the hour.
Great. We're
I'm
about to go into the final words. If anybody wants to, but you're good now, like you got back in?
I did get back in. I just if I get booted again, I think it's him calling me.
Oh, got it. Got it. Okay. All right. Well, if you need to go, do you want to share anything before you take off?
Yeah, I do. When we started, I had the horriblest migraine. My head was just terrible. We've all had migraines, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But after the visualization, my shoulders are more relaxed. Um, and in the visualization, my head was completely calm. It's 99% improved right now, but it's seeming to want to come back a little bit. But I
Wow.
think if I stay mellow, I think that migraine that was pounding and is now very calm will stay away.
And the humming may have helped it too.
Okay, that's good to know.
That may have very well helped to calm that down. So
Yeah.
the replay will come out in the next couple of hours. So if you need to re-listen to that, if that helped you, then just go back and re-listen to the visualization. But I think that the humming, because that helps to regulate your nervous system, that might have helped to bring that down.
Yeah, something certainly did because I don't feel like I have knives popping out of my head anymore.
Good. That's great news. I'm really happy to hear that. Well, I know
Thank
that you'll
you.
drop off whenever you need to, but thank you so much for coming. Marie,
Thank
did you
you.
have any insights or anything? I'd love to hear it.
I did when we were holding our water and one hand, the energy was off the charts. I could feel it bubbling and I didn't want to let go of it until it sort of subsided. So that was really cool. And
Yeah,
it
and
was
just
my left hand, if that's meaningful. I wonder,
well, left
maternal?
hand is let's see. Now I'm mixed up. One is masculine, the other one is feminine. I think the left one is feminine.
I think it is too. Yes, it
Yeah.
must be. Yep.
Yeah, so that's good. And then when you drink that water, just, I don't think we realize how much power there is in blessing our food, our water, just blessing our day, waking up and just blessing our day and knowing that as we move through the day, that we've put that layer of protection around us. I think it's really important. And
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah. And I'm going to do a whole workshop on water. I've come up with all of this new information on living water, and it's really interesting. What about you, Kat? Are you good? Are you done, Marie? What about you, Kathleen? Did you have any insights or anything?
Ah, I did it. Um, yeah, I didn't have water with me, but I still pretended like I did all the way through, and I could definitely feel the power. And I wrote out the blessing so that I can do that later on with water as well.
Good, good. Well, yeah, I mean, you can always, like I told Vicky, just re-listen to the visualization. And if you can do it at night, and remember, you guys, a container of water, you can put it on next to the window if the moon is kind of shining in on the window to get that energy. I'm not sure that you really have to put it in its where the moon is actually shining on it. I know the crystals and because you can recharge your crystals. So that's always a good idea to put your crystals. I go out on my balcony and there's a table that usually shines right on this table that I have out there. So I just put my water and my crystals and everything out there and let them charge. Because our crystals hold energy and it can hold negative energy because it helps to cleanse our bodies. So we do have to cleanse our crystals from time to time and re-energize those. So remember that we do have to care for these crystals. If we're going to use them and get the most out of them, then we do need to cleanse that negative energy that it absorbs so that we can fill it back up with that beautiful energy from the moon. So the one thing that I want to remind you guys is that the next moon ritual is the new moon in Taurus, and that is at next Sat or no, not next Saturday, May the 16th, which is 2 Saturdays from this coming Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And that is where over the next couple of weeks, things are just going to keep kind of falling away from us. And then on that day, on the Taurus new moon, we'll be planting seeds. In Taurus, it's crazy how the actual signs that are in these moon in the full moon and the new moon is so perfect for what the energy is calling for right now because the Taurus is an earth sign. So planting seeds is a natural thing and for Taurus energy to really support us in that. So I hope you'll be able to join me then. And then of course we'll have on May the 31st, we'll have the full moon in Sagittarius. And that's also a really powerful one. So if you can stack these three, one on top of the other with what we've already done over the last few months, then I think you'll really see kind of a path opening if you haven't already seen one. I know for me, I've had so much more clarity around what I want to do, and we just have to lean on this energy and allow it into our energy, because that's all we are, and we are all one. So we think it's out there, but it's really right there within us at every given moment. So we just have to realize that. So thank you so much for coming. And I hope to see you on the 16th, I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
16th. And you'll see things in WhatsApp and on my Facebook page and everything. So I hope to see you then. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys soon.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.